their quarterbacks to step up and lead them. It's the Patriots going up against the Browns. With that, let's send it out to our broadcast team. Grant, Week 2 matchup.
When we spend our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasize that they want. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second down following the run. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Slant route caught by Edelman. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Garoppolo now, first down throw. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he gets this inside the 35. Yard line. They go play action here on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a handoff looking right, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Agba in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. He's got time. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running. Very successful right now.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. And tough starting field position here. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And trying to give a lift to this offense today will be the Duke, the former Cane, Duke Johnson.
Comes from a great tradition of runners at Miami of Florida. He's one of the best ones we've seen in recent years.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Devin McCourty is one half of twins that can cover just about anyone in the league. A top-notch player who can play corner or safety.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there at 22. They tried a corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Cleveland first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Blunt, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And some space here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now, some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, D! It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
The Wildcat to Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Do a touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now the extra point. And the play clock's running down. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. People who kept it on the ground.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going? An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Time running out here on the play clock. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
So the Patriots coming out now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's incomplete. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Come on, let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Fresh set of downs here.
Watch right, watch right. Watch right, watch right. All right, now look at 56. All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Garoppolo now, first, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Kirksey in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. 19 yards that time for number 19. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter. Let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second down, Johnson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3rd and 4.
Here we go. 38. 38. Hey, watch that. Check right 54.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Watch it now, Marty. Let's go.
Garoppolo on first down. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd and short.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And he's got Rodgers. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. James has got it. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. The direct snap to Johnson. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is Coleman with a grab. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. Oh, he trucked him. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
On the toss, here's Johnson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
They come up in an offset eye. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And he'll get blown up behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, And the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Garoppolo to try again on second down. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. So now a 1st and 20. So the D-line's going to spread out. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Garoppolo again. He gets it to Humphreys. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Adam Humphreys, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
Now Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football. Look up. Oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who's that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to roam now. And he'll get the... Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come out here in the eye. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a 1st down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
He finds Coleman. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Here we go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Back to throw. It's caught. Humphreys. And a 5 at the 44. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ten yards still left on second down. Back to throw. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they're going to speed things up here.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration, the focus necessary, and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down. One final try now for Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. So their final drive.